Hey guys, what's up? This is the Not Enough Hip Hop YouTube channel, and you're probably wondering why am I whispering into the mic and why is it kind of dark in here? That's because it's about 1:30 in the morning. I really want to do a first reaction to Katori Walkers' EP that he just released, Stubborn, but I definitely can't do that in here. It is way too late for that. So I'm going to go down to the whip so I can play the music real loud and you can see my first authentic reaction to Katori Walkers' new EP. What's up, y'all? We made it to the whip, but I think I'm going to drive to somewhere a little bit more quiet so I can really play the music loud or we can really experience this album together. Let's go. While we're here, so let's get into it. First reaction of Katori Walker's Stubborn EP. And the first track is Run. I've heard this track before. He released it as a single, so I kind of know what to expect with it. But yeah, let's give it another listen to see if my opinions have changed about it.
Everybody mad at Trump, yeah, I know my nigga. Saying he a racist prick, but did you vote, my nigga? Ooh. Hell no, my nigga. Run, 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 run. Never met a nigga from the street that wanted to be street. Never met a nigga from the hood that wanted to be hood. Never met a nigga that was poor that wanted.
Well, let's get us started, bro. That intro, that first verse though, that's crazy. I really enjoyed that. He's back on that tip where just talks about the hypocrisy within certain sectors of the black community. How are you gonna talk about Trump? We didn't even vote. You have no right to talk. Oh man, I love how he addressed that, like, yo, I'm not perfect, but like, doesn't mean I can't speak on these issues. And that hook is really growing on me. I remember when I first heard it, I thought it was hella lazy. I was like, run, 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 run. No, but it's really vibing with me. And so yeah, like, man, let's keep going, bro.
See, niggas out here dropping like flies, that's why I gotta flee. Greatness, yeah, I gotta be. Heard the side is driving me. I ain't stopping till I fucking get it, that's a guarantee. Yeah, I'm finna run, run, run.
Let's go! Run, 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 run. Finna run. Wow. Okay. I really enjoyed that first track. It really grew on me since the last time I heard it. And I love the emotion. Like, this guy always brings the emotion. He always makes you feel what he's going through. Oh man, I love that. I love it. Wow, great track. That track really grew on me. I remember when I first heard it, I was like indifferent towards it. I was like, We've got the next track coming up, and that track is called Too Many Foes. So let's get popping. I love that. His production is real nice.
Too many foes, too many fans, too many gunners, not enough real, all bitch made, all mouth runners, flexing your stacks, we big time, goddamn, that's too many stunners.
That flow right there is killing it.
I wish I had bad bitch, call my ex up like you mad bitch, is you mad bitch, cause I'm glad bitch, I was broke then, now I had bitch, and I'm mad rich, I'm a sad bitch, wish you had this, but you average, you won't catch me slipping like I've had this, hope you real to make it dollars, wouldn't validate me, trying to save a dollar, pretty validate me, still instant. That's a balance, baby, with 100K on the balance, baby. Trying to stay away from the snake shit. Wanna come up like a facelift. Everybody thought it's a fake shit. If you want proof, nigga, taste it. Or you want too many foes, too many fans, too many gunners, not enough real. All bitch men, all mouth runners, flexing your stacks, we big time, goddamn, that's too many stunners, too many stunners. Do you really live like that? That's too many funners.
I know that I've complained before that his songs are really short. That does hold a little bit of truth, in my opinion. But I think that song was the perfect, like, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And what did I tell you? I'm not sure if I'm releasing this video before or after my Why Aren't You Listening to Katori Walker video. But in the video I mentioned that his hooks sometimes leave something to be desired. And he really came with it on that hook. That hook was dope. Man, two tracks back to back. What a great way to start the album. The EP. I'm really enjoying it so far. So we've got the next song, which is Sometimes, featuring Elijah James.
Right, after you feel me, I'm living on ceiling, I can't get enough. Right, running too crazy, relationship crazy, I'm taking too much. Right, you're really too loyal, I'm really too spoiled, I'm fucking it up,
Seems like every single day, sometimes you need me to just be a man.
I don't really like it so far. It's pretty generic. So is the hook and the production. Not a real fan of this song. I'll switch up. Let's see if it gets better. I love beat switches if you didn't know that, so let's see if it can redeem itself.
Must not be friend, you must be a
That ain't it, Chief. That's trash, bro. I'm not a real big fan of that song. Like I said before, pretty generic. And that ending part, that beat switch, I think the production got worse, to be honest. And then you know that la ya 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 la ya ya ya. Nah, bro, that feature didn't really do it for me. So let's hope it improves from that onto the next song called "Dollar Save Me." I love piano beats, so this sounds promising.
We just trying to find somewhere to go.
Hey!
So we get how to balance out the load.
Hey! Hey!
Medicaid is all a nigga know. Find the answer to my problems at the end. Lick the scope. Me feel so validated. My work is proven by the bank statements.
I'm gonna get those Nelly vibes. The background. Dope song.
I got the melody, money, the remedy, killing, I follow my problem.
Hey!
I need the currency, only the hope is water. I see celebrity, lifestyle that I want, so I buy shoes and I buy clothes and I buy whip, just do stuff. I need the money, it's making me love like dopamine. You know myself, I'm not worthless, need expensive things. I need the money, it's making me love like dopamine. You know myself, I'm not worthless.
Man, the production on that track is crazy. I really enjoyed it. I love piano beats. Yo, I really want to use that for, like as a background song for one of my videos. I really want to use that production in one of my videos. But when it comes to the track, the subject matter, sometimes I feel like in art, particularly music, often you need to see a reflection of yourself to realize how absurd you're being. And of course, I really don't think he believes that a dollar can save him. But by him really taking it to the extreme and being like, money and all these material things are helping me achieve fulfillment, when you hear it back, you're like, that's so stupid. And then helps you reflect on yourself and be like, yo, what am I doing? Like, am I really falling into that same trap? That could blow up. I feel like that could be a big song. Like, that song could be used in like commercials and stuff. No, I feel like that could be a big song. Great track.
Spend my life in the hood, never seen nothing different. Everybody tell me, nigga, get the money and the bitches at the show and grab a blunt, let the liquor fill your liver. Preach your promise better days. I'm thinking, nigga, how you figure all my family still broke? Got money watching over, say some lessons at the scrape. I'm trying to put this kid through college, cause it ain't no other way. You got me thinking about the day they took my mama's son away. I should've fucking blacked out and wouldn't really cop the cake. Come to find out that I'm finna be a father. Side of life is growing, doctor said it's finna be a daughter. Trying to break the cycle, finally take my people father. Anger turn to motivation, got me really working harder, trying to make it out the.
Yeah, so that song was called Hometown. I think that was another single off of his EP that was released earlier. I didn't really get a chance to listen to that one before, so that was my first time listening to it. I think it was a good song. I really did enjoy it quite a bit, especially the part when he talks about his daughter. And that's the thing I love about Katori Walker and artists like him. I hate it when people act like they don't get tempted by things. You know, like I hate when someone sits on a high horse, like, oh, I can't believe you would ever feel that, or you would ever feel that emotion. And it's like, no, we're human beings. We feel emotions and we can't seem to help them. But what makes us human, I feel, is that we're able to transcend our emotions and our feelings in order for the greater good. And that's what he seemed to do. He seems like he's feeling all this angst and pain at the beginning of the track, and then towards the end, when he gets a revelation that he's going to be a father, he puts it all to the side. And I think the fact that he showed you that, yeah, I almost was in gangbanging. I almost got caught up in that life. But by the grace of God, I was able to keep myself out of that. I think is really important because it can show people who are feeling these emotions that, yo, you don't have to choose that path. Instead of being your sinner or your piece of trash for even feeling that in the first place. This track is called Roll On.
Can't nobody tear me down like that. I just roll on. They got my girl's attention just to dabble in some sin, but somehow I never got it. I had struggles deep within, had thoughts of suicide. I was looking for a friend for myself, so your shots will never touch me. I got scars on my mental, that's what Satan tried to cut me. Steady speed to move, I can never stop. Homie bodies drop, my police escorts, guided hearses, then the casket drop.
So that track was Roll On, and I really feel that was a good track to kind of bring us down from the two previous songs, which were pretty upbeat, pretty hype. And yeah, I don't have much to say about it. I thought it was a good song. I thought they've been better on the projects beforehand. But definitely talking about his mental health definitely stood out to me on that track. So far on this project, I really like the diversity of tracks on it. I like how it has upbeat songs, some slower jams, really keep you on your toes and keep you interested. It's not the same thing in every other song. He's really showing his versatility on it. And again, his singing voice is pretty good. I really do enjoy it. And for the next track, we have Anxiety, which is the outro for the EP. I think it's gonna be a slower jam. Okay.
And I still believe in God, but we ain't never spoke. And it sent me hella signs, but we ain't never spoke. Am I tripping off a book like the ones at Comic-Con? Is Harry Potter equal to the Bible, equal to Quran? Cause in fact it was written by men, and it was given by men. Hope the ones who wrote it did it with the purest of hands, the purest of plans.
I love that perspective on religion. I feel like often, 2 times it's too easy to be like, yo, F church, F God, F religion entirely without taking into account certain aspects of it.
In my life got me questioning my morals. Yeah, I'm about to have it all. That means my daughter will be spoiled. That means she won't have to struggle. Does that really build character? Give her everything. Put what life am I preparing her? You gotta understand why I shower her with gifts, because the fact I grew up broken, we ain't never had shit. So I'm living to her smiles and her satisfaction. The thoughts up in my head, rambling by so everything I know I'm questioning by so
That is the final track of the EP called Anxiety, and I really also like the part where he talks about his daughter, because I feel like this is something that all people who come from a poor background feel. The fact that they made it out of their circumstances, I feel like gives them a certain edge, or they feel like it gives them a certain edge to do what they do. They feel like they are where they are because of where they came from, and now that he has a daughter, he's obviously wants to shower her with gifts, but he wonders if that's the best thing for her, considering the fact that he isn't who he is today without what he went through. He is as hardworking as he is because of the circumstances he grew up in, and he wonders, is his daughter gonna keep that same work ethic, those same positive attributes, considering the fact that she most likely will grow up in those circumstances. And of course, you want to shower your children with gifts. You want to give them the best life possible. So that was a good closer. I enjoyed that track. Overall, Stubborn EP by Katori Walker. I think this is his best EP so far. 1 minute of your time was a really good EP, but it was hard to replay. It was so short. It was like 5 minutes. Obviously, it was the point of the project. But I love the different tracks. Each song is completely different than the one before it. He's switching up his flow. I like the flows he's employing. I love his singing voice. His singing voice is really good. His hooks have gone way better. He's just reaffirmed my feeling that I feel like he's the next big star to blow up. And I think this strategy of dropping EPs is a good idea because he's really building this buzz before he drops a debut album, I'm sure. It's always fun being that fan that was with them from around day one. So you be that fan that was with them before they really blew up to say, yo, I saw talent in this guy before anyone else did. I'm definitely looking forward to what more he has coming. And hopefully he gets some buzz off of this EP because it is a really, really good project. Yeah, so that's it, we're done. But just because the video is over doesn't mean the conversation is. I'll be right there in the comments with you guys. If you haven't watched my last video, watch that. I do have a video dropping really shortly, probably around the same time this one drops, about why Katori Walkers should be listened to by more people. Please comment below if you want more of these first reaction videos. I wasn't sure about doing one, but I felt right, so I had to drop it. Thanks guys for everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one.